Good morning. I want to talk to you about something in self help that nobody is talking about, and the fact that when you remain all alone. In spiritual communities, they say this is chosen ones, but actually, it's not chosen ones. It's everybody on the planet who is in a state of consciousness with which they can actually learn to heal themselves, and this regarded a very, very lonely road. So, there are those types of people who actually, I do believe in soul imprints. I do believe that we all have a mission here on earth. Let's start with that. And everybody is talented at something, everybody has a mission. But what's very important and nobody is talking about is the mere fact that some people, just like I did, I had to get very far away from everything that's called family, ancestry line, because I am the one who is supposed to heal my ancestry line, meaning all the fight or flight reactions that happen in my ancestry. No one in my family dealt with them at such a deep level that I had to, because it keeps accumulating when all these types of fight or flights and all these types of bad things that happen in your ancestry line, broken marriages, broken lives, people leaving their kids, people making abortions, like this is not the normal healthy life of people. And when this happens, or very, very much codependent relationships from generations to generations, narcissism, bipolarity, and everything that you want from the psychiatric disorders. When you keep having this from generation to generation, there needs to come that one person, it needs to come that one generation that breaks the generation. And you need to know, if you are one of these people, if you are one of these who needs to break the generational patterns, then you should know that in the first part of your life you will have a very hard life, and you will have a life where you feel very lonely. Even if you have the self-help, even if you go to a psychotherapist, you are very lonely, because that's the whole purpose of changing your whole ancestry lines, nervous system. So first of all, you will be the one with the nervous system imprint that you are an empath mostly, so you feel everybody, you see everybody's pain, but you are in the deepest things as they are. And as you evolve, as you go through your healing journey, you can find yourself healing more and more. So what I want to say is that if you feel alone, if you feel like you really don't know what to do, just know that this is a phase that will pass the moment that you keep working on yourself. So you cannot give up. You cannot give up, because the moment that you are all alone, there are so many people right now in the world who feel like they are all alone. They cannot connect to everybody. The families scapegoats, usually we call them ourselves the family scapegoats. But I've been through this process. I feel amazing right now. But believe me, I've had my broken family. I redid a broken family. I almost died of car accidents and cancer and so on at 27. They told me I won't be able to have a baby, and I have a son. So everything that they told me I couldn't do, I did it. So, and in the meaning that I wanted it. Doctors told me that I have cancer and that I won't be able to have a baby because of cervical cancer. Well, guess what? That was just an initiation in my spirituality that I needed to go through, so that I can understand better what is my role. But this doesn't mean everybody has to go through that. Or my near-death experiences gave me a lot not to be in a codependent relationship, or not to be in 2 or 3 codependent relationships. My relationships changed every 5 years because I had a vanishing twin syndrome. Watch my videos on vanishing twin syndrome if you have relationships that keep repeating patterns, and you keep breaking up from 2 to 2 years, 5 to 5 years from someone, and it's never that long relationship that you desire. I highly recommend you look into vanishing twin syndrome, because it might mean that you are looking for your twin that vanished in your mother's uterus and so on. You're not even looking for the real love or the partner until the moment that you integrate that trauma that was left inside of you as in the cellular memory. So since most of our trauma is cellular memory, because some of us are really here to heal ancestral trauma, you will feel very lonely in this life. But believe me, I can promise you, I've been through that, and there are techniques, and you can change your whole life. You can change yourself. You can feel so much better. But you know what? The work needs to be done. So the most important part is not giving up. Do the shadow works, do the inner child works. If you want even deeper than shadow work, I do cellular healing and epigenetic quantum healing. It's all scientific. And you can go to my webpage. You can see what does it mean to heal the whole ancestry line, because I work with the whole ancestry line, and we can heal your whole line. You will understand everything you went through in life. So if you have a problem that you had no idea how to heal, believe me, I can help you. And it doesn't matter what's your problem, honestly. Like, you can come from your company problems to your I don't know, to your love problems or whatever, or that even you had a flat tire, because they all mean something from your ancestry line, and they all mean something incredibly purposeful. Nothing ever happens without the reason in the world. So if you want a real change, I'm here. I can help you. I'm Tony. I'm a psychotherapist and a coach, and I'm a pharmacist also. So that's why I made this integrated kind of healing technique, because I've been on both sides. I've been in the big pharma industry, and I'm now in the self-help industry. But the thing is, it's very important to integrate actually many other techniques. I learned a lot of quantum physics. I work with epigenetics professors, so I'm really into this whole thing. I've been doing this for my whole life, like ever since I've known myself. Other people, they have been going to trips and having fun. I have been studying. I spent my life studying because I have been through a lot of hardships, and maybe you have been through, and you really need to know. This is the most important message that you can hear. If you feel very alone, if you feel like you have no family, nobody understands you, you don't even get it why you're on planet Earth, here's your other person. I was the same. I felt the same. I felt alone, and you can feel it on my energy. I feel calm. I have a good nervous system. I was the one labeled with ADHD and God knows what. I feel amazing, and this healing that I do, the ancestral healing, is non-reversible, meaning that you never go back to where you were in the bad part. I worked with everything. I worked from suicide patients to some stuff that I cannot even tell you here, but I worked with everything. I worked with all kinds of psychiatric patients, and I also worked with everything that's normal. It doesn't matter. What it matters is that you have the prefrontal cortex, you have the conscious desire to heal. If you have the conscious desire to heal, if you put in the work, you will succeed. Have a great day, everybody.